Hey, it's Damon Williams, and you are now checked in. Welcome to the Check-In with Damon Williams. On today's show, I'm going to bring one of my good friends, my buddy, my right-hand man at Riddle's Comedy Club, Jay Deep. Also on the show, a wild and crazy dude, man. When I tell you, it's no telling what we're going to get when we bring him on the show. David Edwards. Now, the name might not ring a bell right away, but if you saw the movie House Party 3, if you saw The Real World, the early seasons, or if you were a fan of In Living Color, you will know who Dave Edwards is. He goes by David now, and he's been in LA quarantine, so it's no telling what type of condition he in. He probably drink a little Henny, whatever, but that's my man. Thank you for checking in. Welcome to the Check-In. This is the Check-In. We're talking about what you want to talk about and what I want to talk about. And right now I want to talk to one of my really good friends, a comedian, my best brother. He's a host, he's a filmmaker, he's a stand-up comic, he's a father, and he's a funny dude. Let me welcome to my Check-In, Jay Deep. You checking in, bro. What's up, Jay Deep?
What up, Damon? I'm trying to get this thing together, man, but I'm not used to this remote check-in stuff. But I'm here, man. I'm doing my
That's all right.
best. I apologize.
It's all good. We're going to check you out as you check it up and we check it in. Thank you for checking in to the Check-In, first of all, man. I know you're a busy dude. I know the pandemic has some things slowed down, but we've reopened the industry in Chicago. You host Riddle's Comedy Club and co-host it when I'm there. What's it been like coming back to the mic?
It's been amazing, man. I thank you for the opportunity to come back to Riddles, to get back on stage and remove some of that rust. Also to work out new material and have fun. And I hated when people kept like hitting me on my inbox, like, when are you and Damon coming back? When are you and Damon coming back? I'm like, why don't y'all leave me the hell alone and ask Damon? Inbox him. It's called Damon Williams Presents. It's not called J Deep Presents. It's Damon Williams Presents. Hit him. Leave me the hell alone.
Yeah,
and
well,
so thank you for coming back so they could leave me the hell alone.
Absolutely, and I'm glad the interest was there because people were pent up, man, at home so much that they were all doing this, and a lot of comics were doing Zooms and Instagram comedy shows and all of that, but it's not the same, and we're so glad to be back on the live stage. But man, it's good to have you. We're going to talk about some things, man, on top stories. Like, I don't know if you heard, but Trina, the rapper, and a lot of people are not on stage. A lot of people are not doing their thing. Trina's an ex-stripper. We all know her story. But now she has an OnlyFans page, and people are giving her shit about her having an OnlyFans page, like she fell off and went back to the pole. How you feel about rappers like Trina having an OnlyFans page?
I applaud Trina for having a fans-only page for fans like me. And if whatever Trina needs to do to get her stack and her paper back up. Actually, I thought Trina should have had a fans-only page after her first album, but that's just me. Maybe fans-only pages wasn't out after her first album. But yeah, I'm proud of her and anybody else that want to have a fans only page, because this is something out there for everybody. Maybe Trina only showing her feet. It's feet people out there. Maybe she only showing her pinky fingers. It's pinky finger fetishes people out there. Matter of fact, pay me. Can y'all see my pinky fingers? If y'all like these on Damon Williams Show, hit me up. My Cash App is J Deep Chicago. Hit me if you into pinky fingers, lady.
Yeah, well, just thank you for just showing your pinky fingers right here on the Check-In, man.
Yes.
Yeah. So another thing, I was checking out a story, man. People have been hating on LeBron for years, man, but LeBron James just recently enlisted 10,000 members of volunteers to monitor the polls and to support voting in 3 major cities. I think Cleveland, Detroit, Philadelphia. We know LeBron's a great ball player, and of course he always had a comparison to Michael Jordan. But why do you think LeBron has haters, though?
I think it all started after he graduated from high school when his hair started fading away and his fadeaway got amazing. That's when I thought the hate started because nobody really respects anybody who starts to lose their hair at 17. Other than that, you can't hate you can't hate on the man. He's a great humanitarian.
Yeah.
He's a great basketball player. He's a great leader. You can't hate on him, but you cannot respect anybody who started losing their hair at 17.
Well,
That's just my opinion.
well, of course you would have that opinion because you got a mohawk and a hat top. I feel like
You know what I'm saying?
being,
It is what it
you know what I'm
is. It
saying?
is what it
Being
is. You
hair
know what I'm
challenged
talking about?
myself, at no age are you ready to start losing your hair. Let me tell you. I was in my 20s, man, and my brother said, man, your high top fade is starting to fade. And I had a convertible, and the last thing you want is a drop top with a drop top. So I ain't gonna hate on the man's hair. I'm
Exactly.
gonna give him some love, though. I'm gonna give him points, like you say. He's a humanitarian. He opened a school in his hometown. He's does so much off the court, but also on the court. I mean, every team he's been to is he's taken to the finals. So kudos to LeBron, not only what he's doing on the court, but also off the court. Recently, rapper Dr. Dre, his wife is filing for a divorce, and she says she needs $2 million a month, and some of her expenses included things like her hairdresser and her entertainment. She needed $900,000 a month for entertainment. How do you feel about not only her particular case, but people in general when they divorce having these outrageous demands of their rich spouses?
Look, man, if you did not sign a prenup, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? Like I signed a prenup before I got married, and I was homeless. I'm like, you are not about to take my cart away from me in this divorce proceedings. Me and this cart have been through a lot.
Okay.
So I mean, if you didn't, you know what I'm saying, get that prenup, that's on you.
And we want y'all to know that we're gonna be riffing on stuff. We talk about things. So I'm talking to comedian J Deep from the West Side. Um, we do Riddles Comedy Club. He just
The
shot a
best
special.
side.
His special is called Ain't Shit Shy About the Shy. Tell us what it was like embarking upon your own project, because in this day and age you can't wait for the networks to call or the big houses to call. You got to shoot it and do your thing and then present it. How was the process, and tell me how it's going?
Well, it's like you said earlier, Damon. Like I graduated from film school in 2001. I shot a bunch of stuff for everybody else. I shot music videos and documentaries and helped on everybody else's projects behind the scenes and things of that nature. And I hadn't done anything for me. And every year, for the past 5 years, I do this thing called the Tourist Takeover Comedy Festival,
Okay.
in which I call all of my friends, and I start from Thursday to Sunday, and have all of my friends perform Thursday to Sunday, and it's like a couple of tourists, myself, Muhammad, Marlon Mitchell, DJ Dollar Bill came to DJ one year, and we just all have fun. I never shot it. And so I was thinking, like, man, maybe this year, this was last year, I was like, maybe this year I'll shoot the tourist takeover as like a documentary leading up to the tourist takeover, and so people could see all the things that I do behind the scenes, getting flights and hotel rooms, making the tickets, making posters to get people to see, like, yeah, the end is wonderful and fun, but to get to that space, all of the preparation that I had to do to get there. And one of my friends was like, "Yeah, that's a good idea, but you should do a special. You know, you should shoot an hour special. You don't have to worry about no flights or getting people hotel rooms and taking people to breakfast and dinner and making sure people show up to the show on time. All you got to do is worry about you and the cameras and the space." And I was like, "Duh!" You know, when somebody say something out loud and then it hits you, you be like, whoa, why didn't I think of that?
Right.
And so that's what I did. And then the second part of that was like, okay, what am I gonna call it? You know, and the first the first title was something. Excuse me. Before I start, let me apologize. That was the first title. Before I start, let me apologize, because you know I don't give a shit what I say. And I was like, okay, what do y'all think about this? And they was like, and they was like, do you have another one? I was like, yeah, my other one is Ain't Shit Shy About the Shy. It was like, use that one. That's dope. And that let everybody know that you're from Chicago, and how serious y'all are in Chicago. And then you just make fun of things in Chicago. And so it stuck. And I shot it at the historical DuSable Museum. And by the grace of God, you came to support me, and wind up not supporting me, but you wind up hosting and bringing me on stage, because that's how Damon Williams get down if he sees that there's a problem,
Yeah,
which is
and man,
the same thing that I do.
there was a problem because I wasn't dressed for the occasion. So so I mean, it is what it is. But when y'all see Ain't Shit Shy
It
About
don't
the
even
Shy,
matter. You
ain't shit straight about that outfit. It was not intended to be on camera, but it was fun.
whatever, and you came and you delivered. You wasn't even supposed to be. You were coming to support me, and you winded up supporting me as usual. You know what I'm saying? As usual, Damon Williams fashion. You wind up going above and beyond. And you talked earlier about, excuse me hosting at Riddles.
Yeah.
And people, if y'all come to Riddles Comedy Club, 5055 West 111th Street, Friday and Saturday, 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock, both nights, you might see me running around like a chicken with his head cut off. But everything, I'm focused on everything. I'm doing temperature checks. I'm making sure everybody is socially distanced. I'm making sure everybody that comes in has a mask. Making sure that the music is tight. I'm making sure that the sound is tight. You say
I
what,
said you do
Damon?
everything besides pour the drinks in that place, but you also do a great job hosting
Yeah.
and performing, and the people come because they know you're gonna be there. So you're an integral part of Riddles. But what you don't know, and people watching this, is we've added a pay-per-view element, and what we'll put a link and where you can reach out and you can watch that show from anywhere. So all the stuff that J Deep just said he's doing, it all culminates on stage, and he'll probably talk about it when he does it. So make sure y'all look up myriddlescomedyclub.com, or the link that's to be posted somewhere around here, around this situation, so that you can find us and see what this man does. Bruh, I appreciate you taking time out to check in with me on the check-in. And you're going to be back, because I'm going to need somebody else to help me keep it in check, just like you do Riddles, bruh. Thank you. That's comedian J Deep. It's found at J Deep is hilarious, correct? That's your
Yes, sir.
Yes, that's his social media, or we'll post it. Just look for J Deep. J Deep is hilarious. Thank you, bro. That's the first. You the first guest on the check-in.
Thank you, Damon.
Much love, bro. He the first to check in on the check-in. All right, coming up next, I'm gonna call one of my crazy partners. This brother, we don't know what we're about to get from this dude, but you know him as Stinky from House Party. He was a cast member of The Real World, and he's a good friend of mine. We go way back over 20 years. In fact, he got me to my first red carpet premiere of the movie House Party 2. Dave Edwards is coming up right now. All right, we are here and we are live at the check-in. My man, listen, this guy, first of all, he's probably I think you are the person who took me to my first premiere red carpet movie screening in Hollywood.
Me, you, and George, and my ex-wife choked my beer. And I still married her and had our niece, Devonna. Remember that? Remember when I'm a choke at the fucking premiere party?
I wasn't going to bring that up.
And she still got in. And she still
yeah,
got
she
in.
did.
All married.
So now that you said that, let me set this up for the people.
Hey, and y'all gave my wife, my daughter mama, your niece, the nickname, the choker.
All right, so check this out, people.
Still the queen. That's still my best friend to this day.
All right, well, what I was trying to tell him, he took me to, that was House Party 2, correct?
3, Goofy.
Yeah,
Trey.
okay. Right, 3. That's right. Yeah, you in it, Bernie Mac, Michael Collier. Yeah.
Hey,
So,
hey, I miss Bernie.
man.
Oh my God, I miss Bernie so much.
Yeah, so what I was trying to set up, man, is you played the role of Stinky in the movie, and you were so generous to get us, like, we rode in the limo to the joint, we did the red carpet, but you had kind of he had a situation.
You know why I did that? Because when I hit the Shy in '92, I barely had a mustache. Y'all took me out under the ropes.
Absolutely, yes indeed, and you did your thing. So tell me this: people might not remember you were a cast member of like the original cast, possibly of Real World, correct?
But of course.
How did that even happen?
Sinbad, I used to open up for Sinbad. Remember, I had my own night on Wednesday nights. I had to give it up. I gave it up and I exchanged it with what's her name, Adele Givens.
Right.
I talked to Adele, but everybody kept telling me Sinbad. Everybody, you guys like David. You get out of here, man. Go to LA, like. So one day, remember that young lady? And you know. I'm just gonna do this. She looked like Holly Berry. I left you with her too. Okay. Like, David, just go. It's time. I sold everything. My lease was up. And Andre Lavelle took me to the bus. I took the Greyhound to Chicago, stayed there for 1.5 years. Then I took the Greyhound to LA. So one day I'm IMC, right, in Hollywood. And my money running out. And we gig survivors. Some shit got wrong. All of a sudden, Chappelle called me. Got my nigga. That's when Rodney King got his ass whooped. Riots going on. Got my nigga. I got something for you. And he shooting a deal with Disney. So I'm going to be on the show. He go up to, just find your way to my hotel. Man, I get there with a whippersnap. Heard? Snap. I'm faster than that. I'm there. She opened the door. It's like, I just got the phone. Yeah, sit down. Nigga, I got a job for you. I go, I'm going to be on the show. He went, calm down. He went, not Chappelle, dude. No. Calm down, nigga. What? Pierre? I ain't doing no Pierre, nigga. You don't shut the fuck up. Calm down. There's a TV show. They're going to pay you, put you up in a mansion, and fly you on cameras. You ever heard of Real World? And I used to make fun of Real World in New York when I was in Chicago. And I used to say with my roommates, remember about DePaul University, the white homies, when I first got there, I was kicking white boys.
Right.
That's why, And I used to be like, I would never do that. And we drinking, smoking. Okay, back to Chappelle. Okay. We gonna hang out tonight. So we hung out, and Barry, the manager, Barry was, and still to this day, the coolest Jewish cat you ever want to see. You heard? Boom, we got a hangover. All of a sudden, Barry calling out the parking lot. Hey, y'all ready? We go, yeah. Boom, put me in the car. They take me up to the elevator. All of a sudden, ding, 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 ding. There's a long-ass mahogany table. I sit, Chappelle sit, Barry sit. All of a sudden, his ex come out. And we just chopping it up. And they just started laughing by the way I just talk. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. They hand me this application. Me, Chappelle, and Barry. Okay. Let's fill that shit out. Call me when it's ready. All right. Me and Chappelle, we just drop it. We go out, we hit the club, we do our jokes, we come back the next day for that motherfucker. We hitting the blunt like, skim through the rest of the process. Call Barry, boom, boom, get it back, boom, boom, boom. My phone rings. Mr. Edwards, you have the real world. Do you want it? And I'm broke as fuck. Okay, remember the payphones? I just got out of the movie theater. Remember the words of seeing Menace to Society and Hollywood Boulevard? My beeper go off, but I always kept change on me because you know you got to make the motherfucking 818 said you are the new cat of the real world. Do you still want the job? I go, hell yeah. Say, oh, we're going to call you. I go, okay, click. 3 days by nothing. I hear Chappelle. Hold up. Chappelle, when they call again, we go, we want to do some tests of you, like we doing now. Chappelle written me all that shit in the Mondrian Hotel, right across street from the Comedy Store. All of a sudden, my phone, 2 camera crews in, boom, boom, boom. I'm talking to bitches, got it good. 2 days go by again. The phone rings again. It's like some Matrix shit. My hotel phone, it rings. Mr. Yes, all right. We're gonna shoot this week, like now. I'm like, okay. Can you find your way to Venice Boulevard? All right. The address. They sent a nice car for me. I got out. Nobody knew I had the car. All of a sudden, it looked like, you know how them jump out drug dealers, them pimp boys, the police. No, feds, white van pop out. They pop out. They hit me with a mic. Boom, boom, boom. Edwards is here. And they point me in the direction of the door. And that's yeah.
So you get the real world. Fast forward, how do you go from real world to the House Party 3 movie?
Okay. Once I thank you for that question. That's a dope ass question. I love when they ask that question. That's my favorite question. Okay. Remember when I pulled I got kicked out. I pulled the blank off Tammy, the false accusations.
Right.
I just went hunting. Angela Means. I crashed that audition. I took it. Matter of fact, I ain't had no agent or nothing. I put William Morris. I took that shit.
So you just crashed the audition.
Because before I knew it was some shit about to come out, so I had to have it. I booked Real World. No, Real World. I booked House and 1, 2. I booked. I did the Def Jam. That's 2, and the Living Color. I'm on a seat on Living Color. I'm looking at Jamie Foxx, looking at Chris Thomas, and Jim Carrey. He's the best. Like when The Mask first came out. Mm-hmm. Okay, you remember the Fire Marshal Bill sketch?
Right.
You ain't makeup for like 5.5 hours. He will kill the Marshal Bill sketch. There's one sketch we had together where we chasing on the little retard things. Anyway, hey,
yeah.
Time I brought my daughter's mom before I had my daughter, before the fucking premiere. I brought it to Shy.
Yeah. That was crazy. So
we found for real, huh?
Yeah, we go way back, bro. And I'm gonna tell the story from my end. So we get to fast forward to House Party 3. David is in the movie. He's getting carte blanche. We got red carpet, but he had just fell out a little bit with his girl, and she thought she was coming to the premiere. In fact, I think you gave one of us her ticket. And so we get to the after party. No, yeah, it was the after party. It wasn't even the party. It wasn't the premiere. Was it the premiere or the party?
At the Palladium.
Right. So we get to
Hollywood.
Yeah, we pull up to the Palladium. we walking down the red carpet, and you know when you on a premiere, people, it's lights and cameras, and Fishburne had his girl and somebody else. I saw so many stars. Heavy D, bunch of people walking.
And
I'm
remember
like,
when Fish mad at me? I married. My name Lawrence.
yeah, he snapped. Yeah, you said, "What's up, Larry?" He said, Larry Fishburne said, it's not Larry anymore. Larry's dead. I'm Lawrence. And then he walked in with two women he was holding. The lady who was his co-star in Deep Cover, and another chick. Like they look like a threesome. So here we come. We behind them. Lo and behold, David's girlfriend, who he had an argument with, is outside the rope, like Adele Givens in that movie State of the Union. She keep popping up. So she done popped up at the red carpet, but she on the other side of the rope because she ain't got no ticket because he gave it to us. So, but he walked past her and she reached over the rope and grabbed him by his neck and started choking him. So to this day, we like, man, how's the choker? And he was like, I married her. So the choker is his wife, is his daughter's mom. And I ain't even gonna say no name, but that was a hilarious situation. Look, man, I know you still out in Hollywood.
I not marry her. I not married her, and she gave me one of the most beautiful blessings in my life.
Oh, you did marry her?
Our daughter Davana.
Oh, okay. I thought you got married. I know y'all got back together.
How could I not marry that?
Right.
We still together no matter what.
Of course.
How can I not?
Now you're confusing me. But I just wanted to catch up with you, man, and let the people see that you still out here, still doing your thing. You in Hollywood still, in Los Angeles, in the quarantine. So what's it like out there? Y'all still kind of shut down, right? Because this is his quarantine look. He ain't even had the dreads before the quarantine.
I got dreads now. At the barbershop. My shit fly.
Man, much love. David Edwards, ladies and gentlemen, from House Party 3, Real World.
Damon Williams, ladies and gentlemen.
In living color, all that, and still doing your thing. Thanks for checking in on the check-in, Dave.
Anytime. Get fucked.
All right, we'll be back.
We'll do it again if you need to.
Absolutely.
We'll do it again for you, heard?
I'm coming out there later this month, man. I'm going to look you up.
Don't spend no money on a hotel. I do.
All right, my brother.
This is where you're going to be sleeping. All right? Got you.
All right, bro.
No money in a hotel.
Dave Edwards, y'all.
All right. We'll do it again.
Yeah, it's on and popping. That's my crazy friend, man. That's my brother. That's my homie. David Edwards. Y'all know him as Stinky and House Party. He was on The Living Color for the last season. He was on The Real World. He actually got kicked out the house on The Real World. We're going to cut you out.
My computer off.
He said it's spooky. But that's my buddy. And we're going to do a follow-up with him once we get his internet set up. I'm going to go out there and give him a hotspot. Dave Edwards, J Deep checking in on the check-in. Y'all make sure y'all check back, and next time, check in.